Good evening, and welcome to a random Midnight Madness stream. Good evening, and welcome to a. Hold on. Yeah, it's not really midnight. It's actually about an hour and a half past midnight, but it's just called that because it's late night, and its stream is going to be random tonight as I test some things. The first thing I want to test tonight is a website. About a month ago, I was introduced to this website called Suno. Suno is an AI program that generates music, and it generates scary, realistic sounding songs. And by scary, I mean it's the robot revolution is closer than you think. And you'll believe me when you hear the songs that Suno makes. But I want to do a whole stream about Suno next month, where we just run a whole bunch of prompts and have some fun with it. But I want to make sure that the Twitch music bot does not flag Suno creation. So I wanted to test Suno tonight with three prompts just to make sure it's something that I feel I can safely use on stream. Because a video recording of a Suno stream is no good if the whole stream is muted because of copyright strikes against songs that technically don't even exist. So let's go into Suno. I have the website loaded, and I've actually already done about several hundred prompts in Suno. Probably a 300 song. Well, when you do a prompt in Suno, it actually gives you two versions of the song, so you can pick which one you like better. So you really get two songs for each prompt. So yeah, let's just pick three different genres real quick. So you go in, you sign in, and there's a free mode, and in the free mode you can do 5 songs a day, and there's also a paid mode, and the paid mode gives you 250 songs a month. So and it's $10 a month to do the paid mode. So let's go over to the create window. I'm in the paid mode. We're going to run 3 prompts real quick so you can see here. This is the create window with a list of your most recent creations. And then there's a box here where you can put in your own lyrics. I have not done that version yet. Um, and the songs it generates can be up to 4 minutes. Um, and it generates the whole song basically. So let's do a couple different prompts here. Write a fun song that is sung by children about a robot that writes music. And you'll describe your song here, what genre you want, what you want your song to be about, and you'll click create. And then you'll notice at the bottom it will create 2 songs. It'll come up with a title, and it'll list a genre, and it'll try. And if you specify a genre, it will try to match. So let's do write a traditional Japanese style folk song about what do we want to write our folk song about? Let's write it about all the different fruits. So write a traditional Japanese style folk song about all the different fruits. And then let's do write a patriotic marching band song about let's do our patriotic marching band song about. Let's do Lego dinosaurs. That's completely random. I can guarantee there are no songs out there about Lego dinosaurs, and we're about to change that. As you can see, so it's generating two versions of each song. It also generates an AI generated album art. So we're about to listen to a song called The Musical Robot, two songs called Fruits of the Harvest, and fruit songs called Lego Dinosaurs United. And you can see the AI generated album arts that it makes. So let's just wait a minute for it to finish generating this last one, and then we'll go over to the library and listen to the 6 songs. I think we got a nice variety of prompts here. And we tried to do different genres as well, so you'll be able to hear the versatility of this thing. But again, this isn't our Suno stream. This is just a test to make sure that its actual Suno stream is going to work in the future. So let's go over to the library and see if we're ready to start. So we're just gonna listen top to bottom. So that third prompt is the one we're gonna actually listen to first. Lego Dinosaurs United. And the lyrics will pull up on the right side and you can follow along.
Building a world so mighty, so grand, block by block with our own 2 hands. Dinosaurs roar from plastic lands. Let's unite across these golden sands. Bricks of rock, white, and blue. Heroes rise from pieces new. Standing tall and so true. In our land where dreams pursue. Lego dinos marching strong. In our hearts where they belong. Building futures brick by brick. With our courage never quit. Hear the trumpets loud and clear. Dinosaurs with no fear. Together we all cheer for a future bright and near. Roaming fields of plastic green, in our land where hope is seen. Bricks will form the wildest dreams, every block a shining beam. Lego dinos marching strong, in our hearts where they belong. Building futures brick by brick, with our courage never quit. Lego dinos marching strong, in our hearts where they belong. Building futures brick by brick, with our courage never quit.
Oh, that song was nice. Now let's hear the other version of Lego Dinosaurs United.
Building a world so mighty, so grand, block by block with our own 2 hands. Dinosaurs roar from plastic lands. Let's unite across these golden sands. Bricks of red, white, and blue. Heroes rise from pieces new. Standing tall and so true. In our land where dreams pursue. Lego dinos marching strong. In our hearts where they belong. Building futures brick by brick. With our courage never quit. Hear the trumpets loud and clear. Dinosaurs with no fear. Together we all cheer for a future bright and near. The plastic ring in a land where hope is seen. Bricks perform the wildest dreams. Every block a shining beam. Lego dinos marching strong in our hearts where they belong. Building futures brick by brick, with our courage never quit.
Yeah, I think that one really captured the prompt being a marching band style song. Hold on. Let's turn autoplay off. And then so the next prompt, the other prompt we did was a traditional Japanese song about all the different fruits. So let's listen to Fruits of the Harvest now.
High on the mountain sits the autumn cloud. Its whispering skin, old tales to hum, juicy secrets in the persimmons glow. Under the cherry tree, where spring winds blow, golden tangerine by the sea's edge, bright as the sunrise against rice fields pledge, promises sweet, yuzu's embrace, refreshing the wanderer's tired face. Fruits of the harvest, colors divine, hand-picked dreams from the earth's lifeline. In the simple orchard, truth does reside. In every blossom and fruit, life's wisdom hides. Beyond the valley, where the wild grapes cling, their purple splendor makes the night birds sing. The milky white milkweeds, hidden by leaves, fairy told stories wrapped in their sleep. Peach in the summer, succulent and fair, whispers of ancestors linger in the air. Crimson pomegranate, holding life's feast, from tiny oak castles to the commoner's east. Fruits of the harvest, colors divine, hand-picked dreams from the earth's lifeline. In the simple orchard, truth does reside. In every blossom and fruit, life's wisdom hides. Ooh.
Okay, so the song didn't really sound Japanese, but it did have that light acoustic, folksy feel. So I would call that song a win. It was a beautiful song. And again, there's the album art. And you'll notice the album arts for the two versions. They're done similar, but they're both different. Every album art is unique. And here's hoping the second one sounds a little more Japanese style, but still, that was a. I like the way that song came out, even though it doesn't sound Japanese. And the song won't always generate exactly how you describe it, but you can get it pretty close. Um, so here's the second version of Fruits of the Harvest. You'll notice we have a different art now, which is thematically similar.
High on the mountain sits the autumn plum. Its whispering skin, old tales do hum. Juicy secrets in the persimmon's glow. Under the cherry tree where spring winds blow. Golden tangerine by the sea's edge, bright as the sunrise against rice fields pledge. Promises sweet in Jesus' embrace, refreshing the wanderer's tired face. Fruits of the harvest, colors divine, hand-picked dreams from the earth's lifeline. In the simple orchard, truth does reside. In every blossom and fruit, life's wisdom hides.
Well, it still doesn't sound Japanese, but I like this version too.
Beyond the valley,
Beautiful song.
where the wild grapes cling, their purple splendor makes the night birds sing. Milky white butterflies hidden by leaves, fairy told stories wrapped in their sleeves. Peach in the summer, succulent and fair, whispers of ancestors linger in the air. Crimson pomegranate holding life's feast, from daimyo castles to the commoner's east. Fruits of the harvest, colors divine, hand-picked dreams from the earth's lifeline. In the simple orchard, truth does reside. In every blossom and fruit, life's wisdom hides. Peach in the summer, succulent and fair, whispers of ancestors linger in the air. Crimson pomegranate holding life's feast, from daimyo castles to the commoner's east.
So yeah, I'd say even though that prompt didn't exactly match me on genre, I think it came out well. I'll definitely be downloading those two songs, those two versions of the song into my music collection. Give me 1 second, then I'll play the third and final prompt that we did. I'm setting up one of the games I want to review to update in Steam, so hold on. I'm reading up the. Hold on. All right, so there's a new update to FlyCord that just got posted. I'm working on that game in the background. I recognize that the game is in its state is probably boring for you. Now, where is the game I'm looking for? There's one game in particular I need to try and find here. It's not in Steam. All right. This game I do need to have updated though, so all right, I'm updating one of the games that I wanted to test on stream tonight. So hopefully it'll be ready after we do the last prompt. So the first thing we told it to write was a children's chorus singing about an AI that writes music. Basically a meta song where I was trying to get it to sing sooner to sing about itself. So here's the musical robot version 1.
There's a robot in the room, tick tock, tick boom. Writes music all day long, makes a perfect little song. Wires light up bright, fingers quick in flight. Plays a tune so sweet with an electronic beat. Sing it loud, sing it proud. Robot music very loud. Dance around every day. Robot songs will light the way. Tiny gears start to spin. Melodies come from within. Notes fly up to the air. Magic music everywhere. It sounds so fine. Fast rhythm keeping time. Everybody clap along. Robots got another song. Music fills the rooms in our night. Shiny buttons blinking bright. Robot tunes are out of sight, making everything feel mine.
We were out for family birthday dinner tonight. Baby's getting more comfortable with me. That's a good thing.
Wires light up bright, fingers quick in flight. Plays a tune so sweet with an electronic beat. Sing it away, tiny gears start to spin. Melodies come from within. Notes fly to the air, magic music everywhere. We will sound so far, fast rhythms keep in time. Everybody clap along. Robots got another song. Music fills the room tonight. Shiny buttons blinking bright. Robots' tunes are out of sight, making everything feel right. Oh, oh, oh. Music fills the room tonight. 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 Shiny buttons blinking bright. Robots tunes are out of sight, making everything feel right.
All right, let's listen to version 2.
There's a robot in the room. Big dog people. Writes music all day long. Makes a perfect little song.
So we didn't get the children's chorus, but we did get the topic of the song.
Fingers quick and fine. Plays it too so sweet with an electronic beat. Singing loud, singing loud. Robot music very loud. Dance around every day. Robots sound alive. Tiny hands start to spin. Melodies come from within. Earth flying through the air. Magic music everywhere. Rhythm sounds so fine. Fast rhythm keeping time. Everybody clap along. Robots got another song. Music fills the room tonight. Shiny buttons blinking bright. Robots tunes are out of sight, making everything feel right. White as light, bright out, bright as light the one. Plays a perfect little song, make a perfect little song. White as light, bright, fingers quick and fine. Plays a tune so sweet with an electronic beat. Singing loud, singing proud, robot music very loud. Dance around every day, robots sound to like the way. Tiny hands start to spin, melodies come from within. Notes fly through the air, magic music everywhere. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Keep the groove sound so fine, fast rhythm keeping time. Everybody clap along, robots got another song. Music fills the room tonight. Shiny buttons blinking bright. Robots tunes are out of sight, making everything feel right. Music fills the room.
Yeah, the song does cut off at the 4-minute mark if it fills the whole 4 minutes, but usually it cuts off pretty cleanly if it does that. Most songs wrap before it gets to that timestamp. So yeah, we played three very different genres of music, and you could hear the robot pretty much captured them all. It didn't always give us exactly what we looked for, They gave us beautiful songs that sound like real, fully formed songs. And actually, the purpose of this test was to make sure that the Twitch music bot doesn't flag Suno songs. So I won't even know if the test was a success until I go back and watch the first half hour of this VOD tomorrow. And the next couple days, I'll go back and watch the first half hour of this VOD. And then I'll learn if our little test was a success or not. But I think in terms of the actual song creation, it was a success. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to log into Star Trek Online. And I have no idea if it wants to update first or not. I need to remember my password first before I can log in over here. So right now I am attempting to log into Star Trek Online. We last played the tutorial missions on Star Trek Online. Alright, I think we're signing in. Yeah, it looks like it wants to patch real quick. So yeah, it's patching Star Trek Online. I have no idea how long it's going to be. But the reason I want to go into Star Trek Online, we around the holiday season, we did a night where we played through the tutorial missions, and I said it was going to be a regular thing on the channel, and well, we never got back to it. But tonight specifically, we're not playing any missions. We've been watching a lot of Deep Space Nine here, and I know Deep Space Nine is in the game, and I want to see if our ship can find Deep Space Nine, and maybe we can walk around and explore the in-game version of the station for a while. But right now, I want to get this patch going. Not sure what this extra window is. Yeah, it looks like this patch is going to take a while, but I got time. It looks like the other game I want to run tonight is also patching. So let's go into let's play one run in the FlyCorp challenge mode. Just to see if I still have my edge. Let's see how far I can go. This is the skill mode, the one where if your airport overcrowds, you lose. And in this mode, your stat point bonuses from the ladder mode do not carry over. So let's just see what we can get going here. So we're going to go here. I think they changed the name to Discover the World. We're going to see how far we can go. Usually this mode starts in Germany. Yeah, we still got Germany. And usually in this mode, I don't normally do my hub thing. I just do straight lines for the most part. Let's and I don't speed this version up because if an airport overcrowds, you lose. So I have to make sure, I have to watch with precision to make sure we don't have any overcrowding issues. Also, another thing about this challenge mode, is you need to know. Yeah, it looks like this patch is going to take quite a while, and so will the other one. So let's see how far we can take this challenge mode, and then see what else we want to do. Like I said, Midnight Madness. This is a true variety stream here. Oh, I'm still broadcasting the Suno window. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. I got FlyCorp window running on the stream now. Yeah, we're back up. The Frankfurt Hamburg plane is looks like it's got some issues. So this is our backbone right now. So let's go ahead and upgrade this plane to give it bigger capacity and speed. But we need to raise 300 in order to buy the Netherlands. And we are timed. So if we don't buy, so we can't really do much more upgrading until we get that next. And the time does stack. You don't get your time reset every time you buy a country. So if we're able to add countries quickly, then we can really build up the timer and not be rushed as much later on. I don't want to upgrade anything else until we buy the country, but the Hamburg Frankfurt backbone line is really worrying me. All right, Dusseldorf will give us a nice stepping stone into Netherlands. So let's go ahead and build that. Which means Frankfurt's going to see some crowding soon. Frankfurt is now effectively a kind of a hub city going on. Oh shoot, that's problematic. We're going to want to upgrade Hamburg and Frankfurt as soon as we can. But my concern is if we do that now, the timer's going to run out and we'll lose the game since we have to save up for Netherlands. And I know I'm not running speed mode here. I'm not good at this mode, so I need to have my full timer. Yeah, Hamburg is going to be an issue, and Frankfurt's going to be an even bigger issue once we build Netherlands, because Frankfurt is currently functioning as our hub. So let's build Netherlands. We'll upgrade Hamburg and Frankfurt, and then we will continue on with other upgrades as necessary as we see where else it will want us to expand to. All right, let's do that. So we have to get Sweden next. But we need to link the city because if any cities turn red, it's game over. So let's get this onto the board. So Sweden is going to cost us 321. That patch is probably going to run all night. We even might not be doing the Star Trek thing tonight, realistically. Alright, well, meanwhile, I'm trying to upgrade the other game I want to play tonight. Alright, let's bring some new life into Hamburg and Frankfurt. Okay, the other cities are kind of endpoints right now and not quite as problematic, but once we bring Sweden in, that's going to bring up some issues as well. So let's stand by for that. We've got enough cities now that money is starting to generate. Let's give Frankfurt and Hamburg some more attention, because clearly we don't have the infrastructure to bring in Sweden safely right now. All right, now we really do want to start saving for Sweden. As you can see, the stat bonuses from the ladder mode do not carry over to challenge mode. Let's bring up Sweden, and then we'll look at upgrading some of these lines here. The faster the planes go, the more they carry, the faster money we'll gain, and the more we'll be able to stay on top of infrastructure and not put ourselves in danger of a wipeout. The Stepping Stone City will be a big help to us, I think. Berlin's an issue. All right, let's work on saving up for Sweden. So what we basically did is this city popped up in the middle of the route. So I replaced that route with routes through this city so that there's more links and therefore more planes and better distribution between the two backbone cities that we originally had. Let's bring up Sweden, and then we'll spend some time fixing up the infrastructure before we move on to the next unlock. So it wants Denmark next. This is a big route. 406 or 400. Whatever we build is only going to be a temporary fix. Because we'll be able to step stone through Denmark and Hamburg. Berlin's getting problematic. Let's upgrade this plane. Stockholm's starting to turn yellow. 70, 78, 94. Uh-oh. We're gonna lose this run. Let's try starting over. There's no way we can salvage this. We can speed it up a little bit during this part where nothing's happening. So this time it wants us to start by going to check. We can do that. How's our update looking? Yeah, it's going to be doing that for a while, it looks like. How's the other update going? It's going to be doing that for a while. Oh, good. We can fast track a little bit here. 92. Yeah. All right, things are happening now, so let's slow it down so I can have better control. As you can see, we've got a few countries quickly, so we're starting to stack the timer. That's a must do for this mode. So we're going to need 367 in order to bring in Poland. So right now, Frankfurt and Berlin looks like it's the backbone. Okay, that updates up to 11%. That one's gonna take however long it takes. That one's at about a third. Basically, when we get to Star Trek Online, all I want to do is see the in-game rendition of Deep Space Nine because we've been watching that a lot at home, and I'm curious to see it in game. I mean, I told you before when we played it before that I had a history with the game years ago, but I don't remember how the game did it, so I want to go back. And then I also have a Disney game that I installed, but it wanted to update tonight. I forgot to check it for an update earlier, so that's my bad. By the time we do those two things, that's 4 things we'll have done tonight. And I still want to do. If I don't last too long in FlyCorp, we may do something else as well while we wait for these 2 updates. Oh, we can buy Poland. Which city is the closest? 203, 184, 184. And there will be some cities that appear in the middle too, so that's not a big deal. Which means if Prague gets a branch, it's going to become a side hub as well. I think the goal right now, we got some time, is to bring all these cities at least up to level 2, and the planes as well. This plane's going to be an issue. That's a big distance there. $91. We've got time. Let's fix our infrastructure before we go for Denmark. Although Denmark's an easy country to develop. We'll get like 1 or 2 cities we can link off of Hamburg, and then Denmark's done. So I think it's the planes is where we need to put our focus. Yeah, we have major infrastructure issues that need to be resolved before we can think about adding more cities. We effectively have 2 halves of the network that are separated by this backbone here. So we need to get this upgraded right away. Things should start to balance out now. All right, we can break up the big link here. And that'll add some more stepping stones and hopefully make the routes a little more efficient. Denmark's easy, so let's get some more time on the timer. And then we will work on fixing infrastructure for a while. I'm not sure which one's more efficient. That, actually. Ouch. Yeah, things are falling apart already. Ah, we lost. Screw that. All right, we're closing FlyCorp for a bit. Let's check our updates. Yeah, that one's at 13. This update is going to take... You know what? Let us work on our Star Wars Force Combat costume unlocks. I did say that I was going to do every bit of that game that I played on stream, so we may as well. We have a whole row of easies left to do, and I think we had one character left on the top row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So according to this, we have 9 characters left to unlock the easy mode costumes for. So let me get Star Wars Force Combat running. And then we'll see what we can do with these. I think by the time we run a few easy ladders, these updates should be closer to getting done. So we'll be able to take a look at these 2 other games. All right, while Force Combat loads, I'm going to go ahead and run to the lab real quick. I will be right back. Force Combat is loading. Give me a minute, I'll be right back. I'm back. Looks like the game has loaded, so let's get right into it. Path of the Force mode. We want to be on easy difficulty. A tower of 5. And if I recall correctly, whoa, the field of grayed out unavailable characters has increased. Yeah, there was an update, it looks like. Alright, if I recall correctly, we were trying to do systematically going through and trying to do all the easy costumes. Of course, we have fully unlocked all of Ahsoka. Alright, let's see here. So we have his easy. Let's just see who we don't have. That's an XP. Alright, can't tell. Alright, that gives us instructions. So yeah, we got Kylo's easy unlock. Okay, we never got Rey's easy unlock, so let's go ahead and start with Rey and see if we can make sense of her character. So we're going to start with Rey a little bit, and hopefully we can complete her on easy. It's been a few weeks since I practiced, so I'm not expecting too much success with this game tonight, but we'll see what we can do.
You're not worth my anger. My friends and I will stop you.
Oh, that's the Dark Rey.
Round 1. Fight.
Bad idea.
Maybe Rey wasn't the best character to start with.
I'm ready.
Round 2.
Let's pick someone else. Sorry about that. I very clearly was not ready for Rey. Which probably explains why we broke sequence with her. So we have Ventress easy. We have Dooku's easy. Anakin's easy. Maul's easy. Obi-Wan we got on easy. Mace Windu we do not have on easy. So, basic Jedi robes, Mace Windu, till we can get his easy unlock.
Someone should have done this a long time ago.
Your overconfidence is your weakness.
Round 1. Fight.
2 great Jedi legends on this battle. So Mace has some good spamming potential. We might see some success with him.
I thought you'd be better than this.
Round two. Fight.
You think you have a chance against me?
I would gladly break any promise and watch you die.
Round one. Fight.
Oh, that's Moff Gideon and the Darksaber.
I thought you'd be better than this.
Round two. Fight.
I've always liked Mace Windu's unique purple lightsaber. Being a combination of blue and red, purple shows off a balance of light and dark.
Someone should have done this a long time ago.
Who was that, Kylo Ren?
Fight.
That's Kylo Ren in his Ben Solo form with his original Jedi lightsaber.
I thought you'd be better than this.
Round two. Fight.
Got him.
Your rage will destroy you.
We have returned.
Round one. Fight.
Okay, so we're fighting against Darth Malgus now. That's C-3PO and Luke's land speeder.
Feel the Emperor's wrath.
All right, so this is the droid sales. The backdrop is the droid sales scene on Tatooine from the first movie. There's a Jawa. There's the Sandcrawler. There's the Lars house in the back. There's a T-16 Skyhopper flying around. This game has some amazing backgrounds.
I thought you'd do better than this.
Round two. Fight.
The game's running smoothly, but I'm looking at my stream playback. It looks like the stream playback itself is a little choppy. I'll have to adjust settings before the next time I stream this game, I think. Easy. Okay. It may just be choppy because I'm doing other things in the background with the updates. But as long as I'm making progress in the game.
Someone should have done this a long time ago.
You cannot imagine my power.
Round one. Fight.
Get back in your corner so I can finish the SmackDown.
I thought you'd do better than this.
Round two. Fight.
With Palpatine, you just gotta do whatever works, even if there's no finesse to it. You gotta back him into the corner and lay the SmackDown if you can. Got him!
After defeating Palpatine, Mace Windu chooses not to strike him down, but instead captures the Sith Lord to face justice. He leads the charge to rebuild the Jedi Order, fostering harmony and understanding across the galaxy. Mace becomes a beacon of wisdom and compassion, ensuring darkness never again prevails.
Okay, so we got Mace Windu's easy skin. So let me go ahead and record that on my documentation. And now we'll come back over to the game and pick somebody else to work on. Well, let's check on our updates first. Okay, Star Trek Online finished its update. So let's, the Steam game is still updating. So I think we had one more row of basic characters to do the easy unlocks on, right? So we just unlocked that costume for Mace Windu. You know what? We have an extra row. So my documentation suggests I should have 8 characters left to do easy on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we get Slave Leia for easy mode. 9. Let me check my documentation because I think there might be a discrepancy here. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, we actually still need 10 characters on easy mode. So let's go for Leia on easy mode because we get the Slave Leia outfit if we finish her easy mode. So we're gonna start, of course, with Bounty Hunter Leia is her default outfit. So it's interesting that Slave Leia is the first one you unlock, but considering how popular that outfit is.
Not bright, but brave. Surrender or face the consequences.
Round 1. Fight.
Incidentally, Ahsoka's the only character I got good at in this game so far. Meaning I actually was able to beat her ladder on hard and get all her costumes. How spammable is Leia? So Leia's not as consistently matchable, it looks like. Wow, that was really close.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh man. Leia looks like a harder player to play as. But I think we'll try again. I mean, all we have to do is win 5 fights with her, right? So.
I don't don't know where you get your delusions, laser brain.
You don't have to look tough to be tough.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see, move list. Down.
Now! Freeze there! Freeze!
No more moves. Stay down.
Wow, this is hard.
Round two. Fight.
I don't. Stay down. No more moves.
We got her. Just gotta do one more.
Final round. Fight.
Alright, so with Leia, we need to fight more defensively. Aw. Let's try someone else for a while. Let's not waste any more time if we're not getting the hang of the character. Let's go for... So we start with Seventh Sister on the Inquisitors, but we can unmask her by winning. And then there's other variants on the Inquisitors as well. Let's try the Inquisitor.
Go ahead. Try your own.
Your rage will destroy you.
Round one. Fight.
Okay, so she's a little bit spammable. What she got going for her? A blast.
Round 2. Fight.
She's got an interesting style.
Fight me. Now.
Nice to see you crawl out of hiding.
Witness the true nature of the Force.
Is that kind of her overboss?
Fight.
Well, this is kind of foreshadowing, because he's the final boss in a different form. Well, different moveset, but same character.
Round 2. Fight.
Wow, he slid right into that finisher.
Go ahead. Try your own.
This will be a waste of time.
Wow, is that Starkiller? Yeah, that's Starkiller. Another dark side agent of Vader. Interesting. One of the cool things about this game is because it's fan-made, it includes characters from both Legends and Disney canon. There are characters that are from before Disney that have been erased from the timeline, as well as all the Disney characters. This is the only project I know that combines canon and Legends in such a manner.
Round 2. Fight.
So the Inquisitor is not too hard to spam until you lose your focus.
Your counter or my saber?
I will have my vengeance.
Round one.
That's Darth Revan.
Fight.
I didn't know he was in this game. Revan's kind of a big deal in the fan community. Aw. I was leading that fight.
Round two. Fight.
I was leading that fight, and then she got stuck up a bit and stopped responding for a little bit.
Final round. Fight.
We got him.
Nice to see you crawl out of hiding.
You have made your last error.
Round one. Fight.
With Palpatine, you have to find whatever works and stick with it. Palpatine's an endurance fight. We got the first round, but it was closer than I like.
Fight.
With Palpatine, you have to stay defensive and do whatever works. If he gets his lightning out, it's basically over. If you give him the opportunity. Wow, this is a close one. But we got it.
After defeating Palpatine, the Inquisitors are consumed by power. Corrupted by the dark side, they take control, becoming an even more formidable force. The galaxy cowers under their malevolent rule, as they enforce the Emperor's vision, ensuring the Sith's dominion remains unchallenged.
Alright, so we got the skin. The unmasked version of that same Inquisitor. Let me record the unlock on my documentation. And let's continue. Let's do one or two more characters. Okay, let's do... Let's do Mando, so we can get the silver version of his armor. We're doing the Mandalorian, Din Djarin.
I was taught that we always have a choice in how we respond to misfortune.
Round one. Fight.
And what's his special move? Oh, he's got blaster shots. Alright, I'd better just try to engage in standard melee. I'm not pulling off the shots, it looks like. Okay, so he's got button mash potential, it looks like.
Go for it!
So, right now we're fighting against the Jedi Survivor, Cal Kestis. Both of them are popular Disney era characters. He is healing?
Surely we can be civilized about this.
Round 1. Fight.
Two classic popular characters. This will be an epic showdown. Hopefully. Mando's bringing Steel to a lightsaber fight, and still holding his own. That's one of the cool things about him. He's pretty powerful for being a non-lightsaber character. I'm not sure what happened there. He had gone unresponsive for a while.
Fight.
I was hitting the keys and he wasn't doing anything. Now that's what we call a comeback from behind. A surprise upset.
Final round. Fight.
Here we go.
Oh man. Mando's tough. And by that I mean he's tough to pull off winning combos with. We'll have to play Obi-Wan yet again.
I'm a Mandalorian. Weapons are part of my religion.
And here I thought Master Yoda was sending me somewhere relaxing.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh man, I gave him an opening to get started. That's not good.
Here we go.
Somehow we pulled that one off, but we have to beat him one more time before losing. I think with Mando, we got to play a more defensive strategy, so we don't give them the opportunities to hit. Because Mando's slow to get moving, but he can chain combos if you have the momentum. Ah!
Final round. Fight.
Steady. Here we go.
Yeah, I had to go defensive at the end. I didn't want to lose it again. Where's
I'm a Mandalorian. Weapons are part of my religion.
The Maya used to pit champions against each other to determine guilt or
Round
innocence.
1.
Indiana Jones? Interesting. A completely non-lightsaber round here. No lightsabers involved here. We are on a desert planet right now, which is kind of fitting because Mando spends a lot of time on desert planets. And Indiana Jones had some desert scenes in his movies.
Ready for round 2.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright, we got him. I think we'll do one more character's easy costume after this.
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold. It seems I must bring balance to the force.
Round 1.
Is that Qui-Gon? Since when does Qui-Gon get a purple lightsaber? This must be a third party skin for Qui-Gon. He's not even in the character select screen, at least not unlocked.
Follow your instincts. Stand aside.
Did Qui-Gon just summon the Geonosis Arena creatures? I have a lot to learn about this game still, it looks like. And he is healing too.
Round 2. Fight.
Stand aside.
I did not see that streak coming. I have to fight defensively for the rest of this, it looks like. Alright, I'm back in the fight. What the heck? I had him down to one hit away from victory, and then he stopped responding to my button presses. That's not fair when the game lags up like that. Let's play defensively this fight so I don't have to run Qui-Gon again.
Stand aside.
Oh no. What the heck? Now I have to fight him all over again? I was literally like 2 hits away from winning that. In the other round where...
Going to my ship. It seems I must bring balance to the force.
Round 1. Fight.
Now that's a Qui-Gon outfit and lightsaber I'm much more familiar with. That's movie Qui-Gon right there.
No. Stand aside. Stand aside.
How am I supposed to have any chance of fighting if he keeps spamming that creature?
Stand aside. Stop. Defeat is inevitable.
Round 2. Fight.
Ready for round 2.
Final round. Fight.
Stand aside. Follow your instinct.
Once you find a winning combo, spam it. If it lets you. We got him. All that's left is Palpatine.
I'm a Mandalorian. Weapons are part of my religion.
You have made your last error.
Round 1. Fight.
Sorry. I should have won that one. There's no reason why he came back. I was fighting well there. Let's try that again, because that was sloppy.
Step aside. I'm going to my ship.
You have made your last error.
Round 1. Fight.
Do not deny my patience.
What the heck? How does he keep getting through?
Round 2. Fight.
You know what? I don't have the patience for this anymore. We're calling it here. I don't want to be stuck on this fight all night, so we'll come back to Mando another night. We only got 2 outfits today. I'm sorry about that. But I'm just not feeling this game anymore right now. So instead, let's go check on our Star Trek Online. It says it's loaded, so let's go ahead and connect there. Alright, it's loading. Star Trek Online is one of those massive games that takes a while to come up. Meanwhile, I'm going to go over to Google and figure out instructions. I typed my whole search phrase, and then Google says I'm not in the text box, so I click the text box. Alright, I'm looking up how to get there once we get into the game. Alright, so it says I should go west towards the Klingons, maybe? And into Bajoran sector? Okay, why is Star Trek Online opening full screen? Give me a moment to get Star Trek set up. Yeah, this is all wrong right now. Hold on. Let me get this into a window so I can stream it. I also have to turn off in-game music so that Twitch doesn't block me. Alright, music's turned off. The other stuff is fine. Now let's display and graphics, I guess. Window. What the heck? That's not the window I went to resize. Give me a minute to fix things a little bit. Sorry, I know you're dealing with a blank screen right now. Alright, let's see what I can get going here. Okay, so you're seeing my game window now. And let's see what we can get going here. And I'll pull the game window over to the other screen so I can monitor our activity in the studio. And while with this game open, my computer's really lagging a lot. Like I just lost my playback window. Why are we so laggy? Let's turn down some graphics settings. Let's turn graphics to mid. And let's put these basic settings at mid and see what happens. Okay, my mouse just became a lot more responsive. All right, I think this will work now. All right, I think this will work. Okay. Yeah, let's go into the game that we are. All right. This is the new crew that we started last holiday season. The USS Evie, with its Klingon exile captain or whatever. Let's play. So all we're doing is we're going to go look at Deep Space Nine for a bit, if we can find it. We're not actually playing any missions tonight. Because now it is the middle of the night. It's like 3:45 in the morning here, and I'm starting to get really tired now. So, and there's still one more game to check out after this. I think when I do my YouTube upload, I'm just going to upload the video and I'll figure out tagging for the different playlists another day. It's taking a long time to load. But that's probably because it hasn't been run for a while. Alright, no, we're not ready to face the board yet. You'll recall we just completed the tutorial missions. Alright, how do I get back to my ship? Beam to ship.
An important Vulcan ambassador is traveling from his home to the monastery of Virginia.
Sorry, Admiral. We got things to do. You're not on my agenda right now. So we're beaming to the ship, and then we have to leave the sector and go into the quadrant map, I think it is. And when we're in the space map, then we should be able to explore around till we find what we're looking for. We're just going to look at Deep Space Nine right now, if it'll let us. I read that the actual characters from the show, a lot of them aren't actually accessible on the station unless you get to a certain point in the missions. So we're probably not going to meet anyone important tonight. I just want to see how the station looks in the game. And maybe we'll go to Quark's Bar and play some Dabo, because you can't go to Deep Space Nine and not go to Quark's Bar and play some Dabo. These loading screens are annoying. I may play with settings again before the next time I play this game for real. Alright. It's loading very slowly, but at least we have access for now. It's taking a long time. We've been stuck on 98 for like 2 minutes now. Let's see if I remember how to get to the the galaxy map. Okay, so looks like uh, we're still loading. This is annoying. Maybe it's because it's the first time we're loading this particular screen, and that's why it's taking so long. But isn't that what pre-patching is for? Brett's still on, so we can quit anytime we want. But, we're still within 98%. We've now been on 98% for like 5 minutes. Alright, there we go. So here's a look at my ship, the USS Evie, with its weird purple and green paint job. I wanted to make a unique, distinctive ship. That's why I went overboard on the paint at the end of last session. But let's go ahead and remember how to make this ship fly. Or warp to sector, that's what we want to do. We're going to sector space because we want to be on the galaxy map. And because this is just a pictographic map and not an actual game, not an actual full environment. Yeah. Because it's just a map and not a full environment, it loaded a lot faster.
The Klingons have chosen war. The Federation is doing its utmost to protect its borders and the millions of innocents who call this space home. But I fear that this conflict may be our undoing.
How do I get going again? Fire all beams, fire all torpedoes. We're not in combat. Why is it telling us about weapons? Man, it's been a while since I've played. Speed, defense, attack. All right, there. This is our ship right here. All right. Full speed ahead. We want the metrics. We need to see where we're going. And I hope we're going in the right direction. So we're in sector space. That means we're in warp. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to fly around a bit until we find how to get to the Bajor system. All right, how do we get to the map from here? Galaxy map, this is what we want. All right, where are we? I'm trying to make sense of where we are on the map. Hold on. Alright, so we need to find our way to the Bajor system, which is all the way over here. So we're in Andoria. Where's Andoria in relation to Bajor? Andoria. We do not want to beam to Andoria right now. So this is Konos there. That's where the... Okay, so there's an Aldebaran sector, not to be confused with Alderaan in the other Star series. So there's Vulcan there. I have no idea where Andoria is in relation to the other stuff. So let's get out of planetary orbit. We'll leave the system. We don't want to be in a system, I think. That's why we weren't seeing anything. So yeah, we're relearning how to use the map in this game, basically. We do not want... Alright, so we're in the Vulcan sector. So now that we know we're in the Vulcan sector. So from here, we can find where Vulcan is on here. We're right there. Okay. So we're not actually that far from Bajor. We need to move across West 4 and South 1. Of course, this is in space, so directions are relative. Alright, let's zoom in so we can see our ship fly. Now let's look at the map again and make sure our heading is correct. We're flying the wrong way. Let's turn the ship around. And of course, this system is going to pop up right on top of what we're trying to do here. Let's fly away from the planet. So yeah, all right. It's going to take us some time to fly to Bajor, I think. Look at that map. But yeah, if we go in a straight line, we should be coming up with Bajor in a few minutes. if I set the trajectory correctly here. And in the lighting of subspace or warp space, those colors really pop and make the ship look like some fruity candy. We'll pull up the map periodically to make sure our heading still is accurate. We may be overshooting a little bit, so let's turn back this way a little bit. And I can't go any faster, so we're just going to have to wait patiently. Why are we stopped? What just happened there? Okay, so it says we have to warp. So it looks like we're going to another piece of the map now.
The Macquarie call this system home. Some of our neighbors, like the Batari and the Denobians, have been most welcoming. Others, like the Nakul and the Zankati, have been somewhat cold and distant, even hostile.
Alright, so we're in Deneb sector now. So let's try and set our heading for Bajor. Alright, I'm getting the hang of navigating the map system. When we do missions for real, this will be a good skill to have. So it looks like each of these squares might be a separate in-game map. So when we get to the border of one, we'll have to warp again and reset our heading. And we just crossed over into another square without it telling us to warp. So it might be a bunch of squares make up a map section. But I think we're heading in the correct direction now. Mizar sector. And then we're going to go through Trill. And then from Trill, that should bring us close to Bajor. I wish we could go faster, but we still have the introductory level ship. The game promotes you to bigger and faster starships as you gain levels and complete missions.
Cardassians chose a path that would lead their planet to prosperity and democracy. Not everyone agreed with this choice. A secret organization dedicated to the return of the Cardassian Union and the Obsidian Order plagues Federation and Cardassian forces, seeking to overturn newfound freedoms in favor of oppression and aggression. In the end, the fight to save Deep Space Nine may be the battle that decides the fate of the world.
Alright. You mentioned Deep Space Nine, which means we must be getting close. Yeah. We've come a long way from Vulcan Sector already. We're going to keep flying, and pretty soon we'll be able to get to Deep Space Nine. As you can see, we're starting to see a lot of other player ships appear on the map. That's because this is a popular area in the game. A lot of activity means it's an important location. That is a weird looking ship, but again, it's the rookie ship. We're in the Bajor sector. This is where we want to be. Now let's just keep going until we see the station. So it should come into view soon.
The desperate men and women of the Crew A have turned to one of the Federation's greatest foes in an attempt to hold sway over Cardassia Park. Starfleet must infiltrate into the heart of the New Dominion and douse the flames of war before they consume the entire quadrant.
There's a lot of ships over here. We need to find our way to Deep Space Nine itself. My heading's wrong. Ah, the Jem'Hadar. We shouldn't go near them yet. Those guys are bad news. Bajor system. That's where we want to be. Or Deep Space Nine. Well, we want to go to Deep Space Nine. Let's slow down. We're approaching. Yep, there's Deep Space Nine. We found our goal. I'd recognize that space station anywhere. Let's approach the station. And now we're going into a regular space map, so it should be slow loading again, I'm assuming. Let's see. We're not going to be streaming too much longer, I don't think. But I do want to check the status of the other game I was updating. Yeah, that's ready to play as well. So after we explore Deep Space Nine, we're going to switch over to one more game and then call it a night. We're just going to walk around a bit. We're not going to do too much, I don't think. We're not going to be thorough. There we are. I'd recognize Deep Space Nine anywhere. But before we go into the Deep Space Nine itself, let's see if we can go into our ship. How do we go into our ship? Visit Starship Bridge. I want to see what the I want to see what the inside of my ship looks like, because I don't really think we explored our own ship on the last time. We touched on a lot tonight already, and we're still doing things. While it loads, I'm going to go do a quick bio break. I'll be right back. Because I'm getting really dry and thirsty. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see what we can continue here. So we're on the bridge of our ship. Let's see if we have any named staffers here. So here's Zarva. I think they're one of our player characters. Elisa Flores. She was our cadet assistant in the tutorial missions. I recognize her. She looks a bit like a grown-up version of Adley from the YouTube channel. Tivrel, that's a Vulcan-style name. Yeah, there. I think I remember her from the tutorial missions as well. Kellis, I don't remember him. We don't have too much of a crew going on because we are cadets. And here's an unnamed science officer. You know, if we get boarded, he'll be the first to die because he doesn't have a name. And here we are in the captain's quarters. Set up trophies. So where'd that trophy go? Library files, duty officers. So yeah, this is the captain's room. Oh, there we go. We have our little ship display. It says this is called a Miranda class. But I don't think we have anything to put on the other shelf. Oh no, we can put up 2 copies of the trophy? Okay. At least the shelf is balanced now, even if it's a little weird looking. We're going to go look at our engineering area. So we just did the turbo lift, which is a fancy word for futuristic multi-directional elevator. So we're on the engineering deck right now. And here's the warp core room. Nice. Okay. We're not going to play around too much down here. There's not too much to do. This is a very small ship in game standards. There's not much to do down here. Here's a science lab. Let's see if I can find my way back to the turbo lift without too much difficulty. Wrong way. Ah, transporter room. Do we have a shuttle to go to? No, we do not have our own shuttle yet, so... Okay then. We do not have a shuttle, which means the transporter room is useless to us at this time. Still looks cool. Let's try and find our way back to the turbo lift now that I'm lost. Okay, so we just got to go back down the main corridor past the main room. Turbo lift to crew deck. Let's see what we got going on our crew deck here. Okay, so it looks like this is a little bit more expansive. There's a big room there, and a big room there, and a smaller room there. So let's go left and look at this room first, then we'll go down the other way, and then we'll beam back into space so that we can dock at Deep Space Nine. I went too far. I missed the entrance to that room. Ah, so these are my actual quarters down here. This is the captain's quarters. He's got a nice little room going on. And some nice furnishings here. So what we saw above is just the captain's personal room on the bridge, which is a thing that they do. This is the actual quarters. All right, let's go look at those other rooms at the other end of the corridor now. All right, so this is the medical suite, the ship's hospital, where the doctor works. And then over here, there was a really big room, if I remember correctly. Lounge, okay. So this is the mess hall. This is where everybody goes to take their breaks. This bar has nothing on Quarks, though. This is just a simple Federation bar. There's a cool lounge, but let's head back to the turbo lift and get back to the bridge so we can get back to mission readiness. So that's what the inside of a entry-level Federation starship looks like. All right, where's the turbo lift? Did I miss where we came in? Yeah, it's down there. Okay. So now if we go down this corridor, so it should be on our left. Our left, I think. Here. Yep, we're going to turbo lift back to the bridge. And from here, well, the lighting picked up the color scheme of the paint on the outside. Interesting. From here, let's Okay. There's the captain's chair. But it doesn't let us actually sit in it. Let's leave the interior so we can go up to Deep Space Nine. We're not going to be exploring too long, but we'll see what we can find. All right, let's approach the station. All right, we're getting closer. Something just entered or exited the wormhole. You can tell by that big red flash by the station. So Deep Space Nine is a Cardassian space station that was taken over by the Federation. It oversees the Bajoran wormhole. All right. Deep Space Nine station control. We're ready for docking. There's been some renovations. We're going to dock at Deep Space Nine. And then we're going to take a look around. And we're just on the 3-hour mark. So we'll run around for a little bit, and then we'll go over to the other game. And then I will need to start thinking about sleep soon. It's after 4 o'clock in the morning here. So we're in the docking corridor for Deep Space Nine. Okay, so it looks like this is the main promenade area. And I'm not even going to try to make sense of the map right now. I just want to see what's explorable here. Brokers, outfitters. You can buy a shuttle here? Okay, I'm not sure what to be looking for here. But I saw an intriguing looking corridor on the other side, so that's what we're going to go look for. Okay, so that's the docking turbo lift. Is this the site of the Bajoran Temple? Well, if it is, it's not letting me in. This is just It's a bunch of Bajorans having a meeting. Interesting. Alright, so this is the... Alright, I wonder what's down this corridor. Okay, so this would be the Bajoran Temple. But yeah, we're not on any missions, so it's not going to let us actually interact with anything. So we found the Bajoran Temple. That's the beginning of discovering important stuff here. Okay, is this what I... Talk to Morn. I think we found Quark's bar. Play darts. Interesting. So you can't actually play darts. It's just an animation. He wasn't even looking at the board that time. Talk to Quark. Yeah, he's the actual character. I think he's the only character we can actually run into when we're not on a mission. So let's enjoy this moment while it lasts.
What can I get?
Cardassian Tanar, Chateau Picard, Vulcan Spice Tea, Slugga Cola, Cardassian Yamak Sauce, Saurian Brandy, Bajoran Jumja Stick, Bajoran Larish Pie, Banana Split, Thalian Chocolate Mousse, Betazoid Udaberry, Bajoran Moba Fruit, Cardassian Zabu Stew, and Vulcan Plomeek Soup. We're going for a good old-fashioned banana split. Will you believe that in my 37 and a half years, almost 38, I've never actually had a banana split? Thank you, Quark. So let's, I don't know how to eat this thing, but... Is that... I thought I saw Nog, but it's... Captain Nog. So he graduated Starfleet Academy since I saw him on the show. Interesting, but it's not letting me talk to him. You probably need a mission to talk to Captain Nog. But that's cool. Alright. Play Dabo.
Spin the wheel and win.
Oh, Lita's still working there. Okay. We're just going to play. Alright, we're going to try one singular bet here. And see what happens. 4, 27, and 35. I just bet a quarter of my bank account. That may not have been smart. Did I? We're going to do one bet at a time. We're going to keep the slot 27. All right. So we're setting up a Latinum account, it looks like. Okay. Let's switch to betting Latinum. And let's see if it lets me bet 20. Ah, no, it just bet me all my Latinum. Well, since I don't really know what Latinum is for in Star Trek, we just won 200 Latinum. Okay. We're going to bet until we have a non-winner. And we're not betting any more of our regular game money. We'll save that for when we need it. We'll just use our Latinum and cycle our Latinum into Dabo. One more spin. I think we can go one more spin. But Quark's Bar is what we wanted to discover in Deep Space Nine, so I think we'll consider today's little brief foray into Star Trek Online a success. One day we'll go into my captain from 10 years ago and we'll look at his trophies, because I remember he had a lot of adventures. Alright, let's call it here for Star Trek. Let me go ahead and quit out of Star Trek. Actually, let's go change. No, we're not going to look at other stuff in Star Trek. We're already at over 3 hours on the stream. And we have one more game to check out real quick. Let me see if I can load it. Alright, Steam. It's going to take me a moment to set this game up because I've never loaded it before. So once it opens, I'll have to go into settings and make it a window. Bear with the black screen one last time for tonight. Okay, it's erroring out. So we're just gonna call it here, and I'll troubleshoot it and do it on a future stream. So we'll reset the splash screen and raid out. We're gonna raid back into Brett. So Brett's doing he's doing a Father's Day all-nighter, I think. So he's playing a game about being a little cat in a city. It's a cute game. He was up all night last night playing it too. Good night.
That was annoying. Boo. Okay, so I gotta go back. Jeez Louise. Oh, man. Where's the dog? Blah, here's my apartment. Oh, do we gotta do all this again? Yeah, I guess I do. Damn it. Oh, hey, Evie, what's up? Glad to see you are... I guess I'm glad to see you're still awake.